get the right niche domain names for your mass Google domination. Here I'm going to show you some great steps that most SEO people won't want me to reveal, and it's perfectly logical, in everyday simple terms that anyone can understand. There have been many changes over the last 2 years within Google and what determines which sites show up on page 1. As more people use Google and the search engines to find local products and services, two things have grown in importance: are local search results and social search results. Today we're just going to focus on local search results. So go to Google search and search for Google Keyword Tool. The top listing will be the AdWords account, and that'll take you through to the tool we need. Now my recommendation is to log into Google, and that'll avoid the bot code check here. Now use between 5 to 10 keywords or keyword phrases that you think would be the keywords that people will use to find out about you online. A hint, use the words that your website is trying to rank for. Now make sure first off you set the search parameter, locations and languages to show only results in the country where you want the best results. Leave this button unticked to show a wider range, and over here your match types, tick all 3 checkboxes and you'll see why shortly. Now before we type in or paste in our search terms, let's talk about the numbers. I use a simple formula of 5,000 to 50,000 in local results, in local monthly searches. That will give us the best indication of whether the keyword you're checking on has sufficient search volume to warrant using it as a niched or part of a niche domain name. If the numbers are too big, it may be too competitive, as the web address is not the only factor of being on page 1 in Google. Too little results generally means you're not on the right track with the right terms. Now, there is also a sweet spot. Now this can be between 300 to 5,000 if the term is so specific and exact that anyone using it would be a perfect match to do what it is you do, and they stand a good chance of converting. So now we'll grab our 5 to 10 search terms, all on separate line, as individual words or pairs of words. And we hit search. Now there's two areas. There's the exact results of the words we put in up here, and down the bottom there's also keyword ideas, which is actually drawn from this area obviously, but it may also contain words that we've not put in. So we'll do the first section first. Now we're going to use the checkboxes and the stars to record the results we need. So that's very competitive. However, 4,400 as the exact term that people are using is a good number. But one thing we're going to factor in now is the geolocation element. Now I see a lot of businesses making this mistake. They want world domination, but the bottom line is if you are well known in your district for providing the best of whatever it is you do, then you probably have more business you can handle. So let's add the location or area if that's going to be an advantage to your business. Now for this client, that is certainly the fact. He works broader over Australia, but if he's known better in Perth, then his business would certainly benefit. Now see how that alters the numbers? So we've still got the 27,000 local. We've got a sweet spot. That's a good number. And we're going to save that one. That's one we want to export. This is beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Now as a broad term in a phrase, that's there. So the next one, recruitment agency. So tick your checkbox to help you guide. Very competitive. Recruitment agency as an exact term, it's a good number. And we're going to export both of those so we've got the comparative between them after we export. Recruitment company, it's within the 5 to 50,000. This is outside. Yeah, don't think I'd go there. Recruitment specialist, no, that's too low. We go down to recruitment consultant. That's, yep, beautiful. That's certainly in the sweet spot. And so you just continue to work down in this fashion. It's outside, but it's worth looking at. No, it's not. Just put itself out. New staff, probably a bit too vague. Staff selection, let's leave it out. Staff recruitment, it's in the sweet spot. Not very high, but if we were to add Perth, staff recruitment Perth, if that URL is available, that means that anybody using the term staff recruitment Perth is definitely looking to recruit in Perth. So it's worth exporting the results and examining, depending on how many domain names we also want to register. Let's have a look at this one. 210, yeah, that's not included. Okay, so what we've started will carry on down here, so we've got no doubling up, which is great. So let's have a look, basically holding your cursor here and scrolling down, recruitment company, 1600, and that's in a phrase. Look, it's worth looking at. Let's export it. 4000 recruitment consultant. Yeah, so let's start looking for other terms that recruitment Perth. We've got that one. We should have. Yes, we do. Looking for other terms that we've not actually entered. Now look at that. Recruitment agencies Perth. There's 9,900. As an exact phrase, oh my God, that's a beautiful thing. Recruitment agencies in Perth. Now there's 3 core terms that I also suggest later. We'll talk about that shortly. Look, I'm going to highlight that one and export it. Looking down here, what else have we got? And looks like we've got some companies as well. You've got to be a bit careful with that. You can register those domains if they're not already registered, and the only thing is they can challenge you, so you do have to be careful in that regard. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Now, just a tip. If your industry is particularly competitive, and most are, and the best, say, clean domains, like, say, recruitment agencies Perth is gone when we go to do the check now, you can do one of 3 things. You can either use the dash symbol, so recruitment dash agencies dash Perth, or you could use the word the, or in, or go. Okay, so that's a real gem that can give you a lot more scope to procure the right domain names that are going to line up with the search that people are doing, so your website does appear on page 1 in Google. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we'll just scroll up to the top of the page and we're going to export or download those. Okay, so we're going to select starred. We've got 14. Okay, so we download those and we open that up, and you can see that it exports the search volume as well as the competitiveness, so you're able to go through those and make decisions. Okay, yeah, recruitment Perth, that definitely lines up with what we want, so we're going to copy that and we are going to use a oops, a great little service here, domain name registration. So if you go smarterwebsites.com.au, domain name registration under services, we'll be able to put these words in to see what's available. Remember, no spaces, and we're after .com.au. You can go ahead and buy the .com if you like as well. We'll do a check on that. We'll untick that one, and we're going to do a search. I would imagine, oh my God, you are joking. Recruitment Perth is available. That is incredible. Okay, so we're going to not go for that one. We are going to go down and add that to our cart. That's a beautiful thing. Okay, and we're going to go on and continue searching through our keywords, seeing what is available. Now, recruitment agency is available. Oh, perhaps. Let's have a look. That's registered. That's okay. So let's go for and check recruitment agency Perth. Okay. And let's now check. I don't normally advocate using the dash in your core business website, but this is serving one purpose only, and that is to rank well in Google and to direct traffic through to your core business website. So that one's available. Let's add it to the cart. And you can see that you just keep working through your spreadsheet one by one, going back to your domain name, checker and registrant. Get those brackets away. We'll just do a search. That's registered. So we'll add the term Perth, which is going to help us anyway. And you can see that you just keep going through one by one, building up your bank. Now, you don't have to buy all those. You can simply review those once you've done your due diligence, and then you can make the decision. And look, that's the bottom line. How many are you going to register? You need to make the decision. As you can see, we're building up quite an arsenal of domain names so that this client will be opting for one of our larger packages, and they will dominate the market, as you can see by that search volume and the competitiveness of the market. So which package are you? Now, there's two deciding factors: your budget and how many niche keyword domains you want to dominate. Now, my concern for most business owners who really do get how big this could be is delay. Well, delay and procrastination. You see, if someone grabs these domain names, both the clean versions and the other versions for your niche, then they're gone forever. Plus, the other thing, Google do recognize age. So the sooner the mini SEO websites are built, the sooner they're indexed by the search engines and they start to build reputation. So this is a first into the top of Google charts with the mini SEO websites. So, who's in? You've just got to follow the steps to get started with your own simple search. We do also offer a research package if you need help. If you'd like to take advantage of our niche domain domination proposal package, see details below. So there's two things you can do right now. Request your niche domain domination proposal package and secure your niche domain mini SEO website packages, and the links for both are just below. Now, we get inundated and we prioritize by date and time ordered, so do be quick and don't be a victim of delay and procrastination. And that applies to both the niche domain domination proposal package as well as the niche domain mini SEO website package. And I look forward to seeing you on page 1 in Google.